Hey, John.
What's going on, Danny?
What do you got in your hand there?
I have the Samsung GX20.
Wow, that's DSLR.
It's a DSLR.
If my eyes are not deceiving me.
Yes, it's a DSLR, 14 megapixels.
14.6.
14.6
if you want to get technical.
$1,400.
So that works out to be
That's
I'm not really good at math.
$100 a
Okay.
megapixel.
We shot with this camera.
We did
well,
shoot with this
you
camera.
shot with this
I
camera.
shot with this
I
camera.
nearly sat there and watched you shoot with it.
We sort of doubled up. We used this camera
Yep.
to shoot some other products we're reviewing for Gadget Lab.
Yeah,
These cool
these
French
cool
watches.
French watches, yes.
And the results were pretty interesting.
I think you said like there's the black levels were a little bit weird. Like,
yeah, the dynamic range of the image sensor was not as nice as I'd like it to be, or as I'd seen in other consumer DSLRs, mostly the Canon and Nikon.
Right.
Lower models, which this would probably directly compete with.
So what does that equate to, like, with
the
image
dark,
quality?
the shadows were really muddy
Yeah.
in these files, and the highlights were blown out. There wasn't really a lot of room to
Yeah,
move.
you're showing me that. You're showing me like one watch that we took a picture of. There was a little bit of it that was like textured, right?
Yeah.
And that really didn't come across
Yeah,
in the picture very well.
all the texture was gone. No matter what I did to bracket, for some reason, the sensor just couldn't hold up.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Actually, another thing I noticed about this when we were shooting the watches is that it almost looked like they were running a noise filter over every photo that you shot, whether it was a JPEG or a RAW capture. When we opened up the files, I showed you.
Yeah, you showed
it
me
looked like these watches had been shot through like a Vaseline-covered lens.
Yeah, they're very fuzzy. It was kind of a neat effect, but it wasn't intentional.
No, it wasn't intentional, and
Yeah.
I couldn't find a way to easily shut it off.
Right.
So that was kind of a pain.
So what did you end up doing? Did you end up just going back into like Photoshop?
Yeah, we had to
retouching them.
We had to sharpen it manually,
Right.
probably more so than you'd like to do. But,
Right.
you know, overall, I'd say the image file was pretty decent. It was noiseless at 800 ISO, which is pretty good, and also probably because they were running all those noise filters. But that in turn softened the whole image.
So in terms of media, like what kind of media does it? It takes a SD card.
This takes a micro SD card.
Micro SD card.
And
Oh wow, look at that.
pops up in the back. I don't necessarily like using these. I feel like they're flimsy, and this door is like on a spring.
Right.
It feels
Which
kinda
will eventually break over time.
No question.
Yeah.
Feels a little janky. They claim that this is sand and water sealed, and it does have a nice rubber grip and some sealing here. But
So if you get the dropsies,
theoretically it should be okay.
it should be okay.
But it feels a little light
it feels
and
a little
plasticky.
Right. Because this camera was developed with Pentax. So Samsung and Pentax kind of got together, had a few drinks, one thing led to another.
And they developed a proprietary CMOS sensor.
Oh wow, that's pretty sexy.
It's sexy.
Yeah.
They also share the Pentax bayonet mount.
Okay.
So you can use several Pentax lenses.
Okay, they'll
That
fit
will
onto this
fit
camera.
onto this camera.
Someone who already has a lot of Pentax lenses might be wise to get a camera like
You could
this.
get to do this. Yeah,
Right.
this is actually the update to the Pentax K10D.
Okay.
This has a bigger LCD screen.
Okay.
It's like 2.7 inches. It
right.
says it has
Yeah.
image stabilization built into the body.
That's not quite the case, is it?
I don't think it works very well.
Right.
We tried it yesterday, and it wasn't super successful.
Yeah, so like you were just like taking pictures at a normal ISO, right? It was like a
We had a high ISO,
Oh, it was high ISO, okay.
a fast shutter speed, and there was still motion blur, and it just shouldn't have happened.
You're right. $1,400
14 megapixels.
available right now. Go get it if you love Pentax and Samsung
And blurry images.
and blurry images.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Brian,
What you got there?
I'm holding the new BlackBerry Bold here.
The new Bold?
Well, the new old Bold. We first saw the Bold about back in May.
1920,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 1906.
Yeah.
The CEO, Mike Lazarus, came in and showed it to us, and it was pretty cool. We were pretty impressed with it at the time.
So what's been the holdup? It just
Well,
came out November 4th, right?
It did come out on November 4th, but the thing was that there was some problems with the FCC. And
those
so
FCC.
it was just delay after delay after delay. The Bold is a non-touch screen
Okay.
BlackBerry phone.
That would be the Storm.
That would be the
that's
Storm that's coming out in December.
coming out. Okay.
This is the very first BlackBerry on the market that has 3G.
3G.
Basically, it has Wi-Fi and 3G, right? But we found in our testing when we were using it, we would get it on a Wi-Fi network, like our home Wi-Fi network. We go 15 feet away from that Wi-Fi network, and what would happen?
Dropped?
It would drop, it would switch over to 3G, even if we had full signal on Wi-Fi.
Okay.
It would just switch over to 3G, and 3G is a lot slower
It is.
than Wi-Fi. what tends to be.
For business users, I mean, is that going to be a big thing? You're traveling
it's not,
a lot?
Not really, no, because business users are, rarely, if ever, close to like Wi-Fi networks. They'll be using the 3G.
Talk to me about battery life.
Yeah, so battery life was kind. Do you want to hold this for a minute?
I do, sure.
Battery life, thanks. Battery life on this guy was not very good.
I think RIM claims 13.5 hours on standby.
Yeah, you might call that a rim job. It's not. We got 4 hours out of it, 4.5 of battery life. So
RIM did a little rejiggering of the interface.
They did a little rejiggering the interface. It's a little bit more cluttered than it used to be. And if you look on here, all the icons are unlabeled. So
what?
Yeah, so they only light up and tell you what icons there are when you actually are selecting.
Highlighting.
So you don't know. I mean, like that.
What the hell? This looks like a
I don't even know what that means. What is that? That's the briefcase. CV? Cellular video.
Okay.
Okay, now...
It's not my resume or anything.
That phone looks like there's arrows, someone's shooting arrows into it.
Right.
But that's a call log.
That's a call log,
right,
apparently.
Right.
Who the hell wants this thing?
So who the hell wants it? So basically, BlackBerry's going to release the Storm.
Yes.
In
when?
December. Sometime in December, we've heard.
Okay.
Now, this is a touchscreen BlackBerry. I've played with it. It's awesome. It could definitely be...
It's got the whole haptic feedback thing
feedback.
Going on, right?
Yeah. So it could very well be a true iPhone killer.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, that's only going to be offered on Verizon, as far as we know. Yeah. Now, if you are like a BlackBerry nut job and there's no phone above BlackBerry for you, and you don't want an iPhone, and you're on AT&T, then the Bold is definitely a very solid choice.
Okay. Still the best standard
This is the
BlackBerry
best. This
phone.
is the best BlackBerry for AT&T
Gotcha.
right now that we've seen. If I had to rate it,
Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe?
I think on a 1 to 10 scale, it would probably be a 7 out of 10.
That's
So
solid.
it's good, but it's not quite great, but it's good.
Okay.
It's a good device. If you have AT&T, you're definitely, and you want a BlackBerry, this is the phone to get.
And you don't want to switch to Verizon.
If you don't want to switch to Verizon when the Storm comes out, then get the BlackBerry Bold. If, however, you are, thinking about getting a BlackBerry, but you're not sure what carrier to go with, then wait for the Storm to come out. Wait for it and go with Verizon. So look at this thing. This looks like a home pregnancy test right here.
Danny, I have good news for you.
What is it?
You're having a baby.
All right.
My baby.
Oh, no.